Hey everyone, it's Lauren. Okay, I've got a lot of stuff to talk about this week, so I don't know how long this video will be, but we'll see. And right off the bat, I'm going to apologize. I have not been able to watch any recent videos. I've really been having a tough time. So this video is going to be completely different from my last video, which I was telling you all to stay positive, and now I feel like such a hypocrite because I'm just not doing good. Alright, so first off, I started cardiac rehab. I'm going at 8:30 till 9:30 in the mornings on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and I just started this week. It's a 36 session program, and it's to help get me kick-started back into better health, and hopefully it'll help with my POTS in the long run if I find myalgia, but we'll see. I don't know, nothing else has worked so far, so I'm a little skeptical, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's new. It's going well so far. I kind of like it, actually. The person I work with is really nice, and yeah. By the way, sorry, I'm having a lot of brain issues, so half the stuff I say might not make sense, so just ignore that. I am sick with a sinus infection, and I've been sick with this sinus infection for, I think 2 weeks ago they gave me antibiotics, but I was sick like for 3 weeks with it. It's last weekend, it was just so awful, and through this week it's gotten a little better, but this is my second round of antibiotics because the first didn't do anything and I just kept getting worse. So I'm on my second round, and hopefully I'll just be back to my normal and healthy self soon enough. I don't know if I don't think my eyes are that puffy right now, but I've been crying a lot this week. Like, a lot. Like, not just like a single tear cry, like hardcore, like can't breathe kind of crying. Yeah, it's been a really bad week for me, and I'm very, very depressed. So let's start off with, I have not been going to school recently for these past 2 weeks very often because I have POTS and I have a sinus infection, which equals disaster. So I get so congested I can't breathe through my nose, which makes it hard for me to talk and swallow with my mouth because they're all connected. And just horrible headaches, horrible pain, and the only place I can really be at that time is in the bath, which, by the way, I'd like to point out that we got the bathroom done. Yeah, it's mostly done. It just needs, like, shelves in the shower and a mirror and a towel rack. But for the most part, it's done. And so I've been able to take my bath and shower, and it's the first time I've taken a bath in close to a year, and I've been taking 2,000 baths every day, so I'm definitely using that up. But anyways, back to the point, which I have forgotten now. Sinus infection, I believe I was talking about. Oh, look at my hair, it needs to be colored again. Sorry. I can't edit this because I'm filming it on a camera, not my webcam, and when I try to edit this, it gets, like, all messed up. Like, the voice becomes completely unsynchronized. So sorry, I can't edit this, but it's a lot better quality than my webcam. It doesn't make that annoying noise in the background. So, yes, off topic again. I'm not going to remember what I was going to say if I don't shut up. so sinus infection, I've been missing a lot of school. So my global teacher, she's also my learning coach, which means I meet with her every week for one class period and talk about what I'm working on, what I need to be working on, and just basically keep me up to date, keeps me on track. And she's also happens to be the, like, I want to say principal of Global. She kind of runs it. My Global teacher, the vice principal, and my psychologist, my school psychologist, sorry, I'm really sorry about this. I feel like such an idiot. They call my vice principal, my school psychologist, and my global leader teacher all call my mom into an appointment, like to meet with her and talk with her. They had given us no warning. They were just like, hey, we're gonna meet with you on this day, and they didn't say anything else. I hadn't heard anything, hadn't gotten any emails. And my mom comes home, and a complete bomb is dropped. My mom said that they have decided to call the truancy office because I hadn't been at school. And my mom, I just started crying because I'm not a criminal. I don't choose to miss school. I'm not hanging out at the mall. I'm laying in bed. I'm sitting in the bath. And I just want to graduate. And I could have chosen to go the GED route. I could have chosen to drop out of high school. But I'm still working my butt off to stay in normal high school and graduate with 12 credits, which is twice the amount of 1 year in this last final year, because I need to get out, and now more so than ever. So I'm crying because I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm going to get fines. I'm going to be sent to court, and if they don't believe me, I'll get sent to jail, and I don't know what's happened to my life. I used to be like 8 years old and did gymnastics and dance and had a six-pack and was healthy and had friends and went to school like any normal kid. And now I'm getting a truancy office called, and these people have been having a meeting behind my back, not giving us any warning that they were going to do this. They just say, oh, we're calling the truth. We've already done it, so there's nothing you can do about it. That's not how you deal with a situation like that. You tell the family in an email or hint to it at the least. You don't just say, oh, we called the truancy office, so screw you guys. Yeah. So that's only the beginning. I spent the rest of that day crying and feeling utterly betrayed, because these people are the people that are supposed to help me, that are supposed to help me graduate and support me and help me to do good. And they just all talked about me behind my back and did this. They betrayed me, is how I feel. I feel betrayed, and I have no respect left for these people. And I don't think they deserve my respect. But anyways, I'll continue. That was on Tuesday. Wednesday, I had my last psychology appointment with my psychologist, and I'm crying just thinking about it because she's leaving to go somewhere else, and she's just been so helpful to me. I wouldn't have even gotten this far in school without her. She's worked with my school and written letters It got me out of situations that it could have been terrible if she hadn't been there to explain. And I told her, and she had already talked to the vice principal and agreed that they should have mentioned this before, and and she had talked about what the vice principal had said, and the vice principal, it turns out, in this county in Wisconsin, we have a mediation before truancy, and that's for kids like me, I guess, that aren't feeling well and can't come to school, and mediation is for kids like us, I guess. And we're not going to get fined or sent to court, but there's going to be some social worker lady that's going to come to my house, I don't know how often, and say, okay, what do you have to do? What's the priority? How are you going to get it done? And so it's not full out truancy route. But yeah, I'm sorry. So we talked, and it was really hard to say goodbye to her, because right now I'm having such a tough time in school, and I really need her. Oh, she's gone now, so I just have to figure it out for myself, which is hard for me, but I'll see what I can do. Oh, my sinus infection. Oh, my nose. Yeah, but yeah, so my psychologist said that the schools do a disservice to the families with people like me by saying truancy, because that makes the family freak out and say, I didn't do anything wrong, now I'm gonna get fined for being ill, sent to court. And she said, if you would have said mediation in the first place, then you don't know what you've done to this family. It caused a lot of harm, I said. Yeah, which was a good point. So, yeah, that's how that went. And I've been having a really tough time at home as well, because I don't know if any of you know this, but I have a lot of issues with my dad. He's not really that understanding. He's an engineer, which should explain why. He's very scientific, mathematical. He's an engineer. And he has no idea what I'm going through right now. I can't talk to him about my situation at school. He has no idea. And I'm having a tough time because he's worried about losing his job right now, which would mean we'd have to go live with family because we can't afford the house, and I'm sure it's not going to happen, but he's stressed out, and I'm upset for him, and I'm upset because I can't talk to my own dad about my life, and that's really hard when you can't speak to your own father. But I've had to do this for 7 years now, ever since I started getting ill. I haven't been able to talk to him, about any of this. But, so that's another problem. And then, yesterday, I went to school for the second time this week, and so that was my second time going back to school since I've been ill, and, sorry, I wish I had never gone, because it only got worse from there. I got to school, and my learning coach meeting with the leader of Global, who's my learning coach, had been rescheduled to Thursday because there was a fire drill, and it's usually on Wednesdays, but anyways, I had to meet with her by myself for a class period, and she told me to come in that hour, and at first she did 20 minutes of other stuff, like on the phone, talking to other people, while I was just sitting there feeling like crap, wishing I could just go home, and I was willing to walk out of there without her because I was getting so frustrated because she was the one who called me in, so why isn't she paying attention to me when she's the one who specifically said to meet at this time? So we went into like a room and started talking about the stuff, homework and school situation, and it didn't go well. I was telling her about how forgetful I've been, and like literally the other day I was in the shower and had just done shampoo in my hair, and 5 seconds later I had forgotten whether I'd put shampoo in my hair or not. I could not remember. My memory's been bad. I've been having trouble speaking, thinking, writing, reading, everything, and so I've been really forgetful, and that's been hard. Like, I literally have forgotten that I have a class at school, like English, and it's not my fault. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm trying to do the best I can. And I told her about my math I haven't worked on because I'm not good at math, and I want to sit down and work on my math with my dad, but he's just under so much stress right now. If I tried, it just would not go over well. So I'm gonna try to work with him on it this weekend, because otherwise, I don't know, it'll be bad. But I told her this, and I told her, and she said, I'm not gonna take your excuses anymore, and you haven't done this for so long, and I get that you're sick, but stop making these excuses. She kept questioning me, and she was bullying me, and I was all alone in there with her, and I wanted to cry and I wanted to leave, but I couldn't, because she'd only benefit from that. I feel like she's trying to make it so I'm not in Global anymore or in normal high school, and I'm not gonna give her that. I need to graduate with normal high school so I can go to good colleges. And I got home and I told my mom, and I just cried, and I'm so depressed right now, and I usually wouldn't cry in front of talking to the camera or you guys, but it's just really hard. I feel like everybody has either betrayed me or abandoned me, and I feel really alone, and I try so hard. I really do. I care about my school, and I've been trying hard for 7 years and I'm just tired. And then I get treated like this for trying. And I just never want to see her again. I just don't want to deal with this. I just want to graduate so I don't have to deal with any of this crap. Yeah, so I've had a really bad week, and I'm sorry this video was probably boring, and I'm sure it's embarrassing, but it needed to be said, I guess. I feel like I should be honest with you guys, and just not sweeten anything. Just give it to you real and let you know how I'm really doing, and I'm not doing well. I just am emotionally torn apart and mentally torn apart, and I don't know what to do. So on that depressing note, my question is, I don't know, I haven't thought of a question. So I guess it needs to be a question I can answer too, and I'm trying to think. I guess I'll just go with a stupid, basic one, like, how has your school been, in regards to your illness, and how have they treated you good, accommodation wise, and have the teachers been good, or have you been having my luck? So sorry again for not watching the videos. I can't at this point. This week I've had enough, and even though I don't want to, I have to do work now, tons of schoolwork, and I don't want to do it for this lady, but I have to do it for myself, and I have to tell myself that I need to get out of here, because I can't spend another year with these people. And yeah, so it's really hard, but I could go on for another bajillion hours, but I won't. I'll spare you that, and I hope you're all doing good, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.